friends, wanted to share with you what I'm up to today. A couple months ago, hubby and I stopped at a yard sale, and there was an old fella there that had a truck full of rusty junk, and I spotted this bicycle rim. Well, I passed it by and then walked back around the truck again and thought, that thing needs to go home with me. So I paid the old fella $1, and my husband just shook his head and said, "What in the world are you going to do with that?" I said, "I promise you it'll be beautiful when I get done." Oh, I've had it in my stash for a couple months, and we're in between seasons here in the Mid-South. It's still very much summer, 100 degrees. We're starting school in 3 weeks, and it's not quite ready for fall, but we're kind of over the patriotic stuff. So I wanted to do something on my front door that maybe is just kind of neutral. Doesn't really scream any kind of holiday coming up or season. So I went in my stash and found just some burlap ribbon and some kind of wildflowers and some greenery, and I thought that would be neutral enough. So I'm going to take you inside where it's a lot cooler and show you what I picked out, and then I'm going to attach it to this old bicycle rim. Okay, now we're inside. You can probably see the rusty rim a lot better. And I noticed that on both sides of it, it had 2 little spots that weren't as rusty, little non-rusty spots. So that's where I'm going to put my floral accent. But my husband was able to get the big bolt out of the center of the rim just so it'll lay a little flusher to the rim. But I also want you to know this is a 16-inch bicycle rim if you happen to come across one. And so here's the greenery I picked out. This is from Dollar Tree. This is just some leftover that I had from a craft night a couple months ago. Just some little white and yellow center flowers, and I'm just going to mix up some different greenery. Greenery is very neutral, and I like mixing different types of greenery. I got some little grass looking stuff. I've got just some actually English ivy, and then I have a few sprigs of fern leaf, and I love the way mixed greens look. I had a few of these left over from craft night, and I think I'm going to paint it bright yellow just because it matches the center of the flowers, and maybe attach it to the rim like that. I'll turn the camera on and let you kind of watch my thought process, just kind of filling it in on the sides. I'm going to do flowers and maybe a bow in the center, and then put my welcome over here. Pretty simple, but I'm just really showing you what you can do with something unexpected. All right, I want to go ahead and give you a close-up of how I'm going to do my bow. I'm using some thrifted ribbon that I got, and it's from Hobby Lobby, the Ribbon Boutique, and it's called the Ivory Natural. And so what I did is to start my bow off, I'm going to go ahead and cut my tails first. And I usually cut about 2 foot. This is probably about 20 inches because I know my tails aren't going to be that long. So cut you close to 24 inches and just put that to the side. And I've got about 2.5 yards left on this spool. So the first thing I'm going to do is make my center loop. And I'm going to wrap it around, and I'm left-handed, so it may look kind of backwards to you, but it's all done the same way. Wrap it around your 4 fingers, twist it, make a loop. Especially with one-sided ribbon, you have to twist it, but if it's 2-sided ribbon, then it doesn't matter if you don't have to twist it, but I have to have this side on the outside, so that's why it's necessary. I'm making approximately 3 loops on each side. I'm going to try to get 4 loops. Make them about the same size, and I've got it all held together with my hand. And this just takes practice. People say I can't make bows. Well, I remember as a young teenager, I really couldn't make bows either. I know my mother and I practiced a lot. I got my center loop and all my loops together, fish my tail through the center loop, and I'm just going to tie a big knot. Some people use wire, but this is wired ribbon, and it'll all work out. It looks like that. You've got to tweak it some and get it looking the way you want it to look. You've got to manipulate those loops and get them. So that's pretty much it. And I'll probably tweak it a little more before I glue it and after I get it glued. At least I got that done, and I'm going to put that to the side. So I'm going to center my flower here on the side. And with these Dollar Tree flowers, to take some of the bulk out, I always cut the big stem off. And especially with greenery too, the more you can cut the stem off, the more control you have. If you just glue the whole bush in there, you really don't have control over where the flowers or the sprigs go. So it's always better to work with smaller little sections. I'm just going to hot glue the flowers up and down. I'm going to stick greenery behind it and go from there. on my bow a little bit, glue my welcome sign on there, and I'll hang it up and show you what it looks like. All right, friends, here is my bicycle rim front door wreath. I think I've successfully turned an ugly duckling into a beautiful swan here. Love the way it turned out. I just kind of stuck that ivy around the right side, but you see that it was no rhyme or reason. I just kind of put flowers above and below and then stuck the bow in the center. So with just $3 or $4 of Dollar Tree greenery and flowers and a $1 bicycle wreath, I've got something really cute to transition from summer to fall. So I hope you enjoyed this. Keep an open mind when you see things that are round that you could make an unexpected wreath out of. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.